everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. So I just wanted to come to you today with a quick video just talking about how I like to annotate my books. So before we get into this is my sort of personal, I guess, method, if you will. Just sort of how I like to annotate my books, some of the supplies that I like to use personally, and hopefully you find this video interesting and hopefully they can give you some good ideas as well. I'm not going to be showing any of my annotations in this video just simply because all my annotated books are put away, and getting them out of my bookshelves right now is like a huge hassle. Eventually I hope to be filming in my bedroom and have most of my bookshelves up in my room. I won't be able to have all my bookshelves up in my room just simply because my room's not big enough. So you'll be able to see some of my books in my background. You won't see all of them because I will still have, a couple of bookshelves, and my husband will still have a couple of bookshelves dotted throughout the house. The bookshelves that you'll see in the background of my videos will be my bookshelves. But I will be doing a separate video showing off my husband's bookshelves, the ones that he'll have up in my room. We'll still have some bookshelves dotted throughout the house. I can make a video showing those too if that's something you guys want to see. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you guys want to see. Okay, so I guess let's just jump right in. So first off, I'd like to go through sort of some of the supplies that I like to use when I'm annotating. So the first thing is that I'm very particular about the pens that I use when I annotate. So the ones that I like to use I have the colored ones here, and they are the Staedtler Tri Plus Fine Liner pens. I find them easy to write with, easy to hold. I find the flow of the ink and the look of the ink on the paper I find very aesthetically pleasing. The other pens that I like to use a lot for underlining things. I don't generally highlight because I find if I want to go back and read the book later, I find it's harder to read the words on the page if they've been highlighted. But I find if they're underlined, I find it's easier to go back and reread the book later if I choose to, but it still gives me that pop of color. The ones that I like to use for underlining are the Sharpie fine tip pens. You can see down there, see it says fine, and then it's got the Sharpie pen. I don't use all of the colors, I'll get into my color coding later, but some of these colors, like the purple, I use just for making notes, but most of these colors are. So the next thing that I use these to mark the pages. So if I have something that I've underlined in yellow, I will also put a yellow tab on it so it's easy for me to find. This is the pack of tabs that I use. They're the Post-it tab. Like, these are just paper, and I find they do tend to crinkle. So if you guys have any suggestions, I've heard you can get more like plasticky tabs, but I've heard also when you write on them, the ink tends to smear, like it tends to smudge, which it doesn't on these. That's what I really like, is the fact that it doesn't smudge. It's a visual sensory thing. I can't stand smudged ink. So the next thing I have is, this is my BookTube notebook. I got this at the dollar store, actually, but it's gorgeous. I love the that says Girl Boss. I love the flowery and the gold. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. So just going through here. Oh, those are just notes, video ideas, different things. Here we go. Okay. So this, I don't know how well you can see that. I probably can't see it very well, especially the yellow. But this is my annotating legend. So this just reminds me about how I annotate books. I will often draw a note that has been taped to the page. I'll draw the tape. I really, really enjoy doing that. I just find that so cool. So the first thing is, pink is things I like / good romance. So that is things that I enjoy, things that I like, things that I find are really good, things I find are well written, things I find that just are enjoyable to read, and romances that I really like. I have a lot of problems with a lot of book romances. I tend not to like them very much. So when I do find one that I liked, it makes me so incredibly happy. The next thing is blue, which I think should be pretty self-explanatory, but in case it's not, is things that make me sad or things that make me cry. Orange I use for problematic things or things that make me angry or upset. Oftentimes I'll talk back to the characters, so if someone in the book does something really ridiculous or really stupid, I'll go back and I'll sass back at them. The next one is things that are technical / grammar / spelling / flow / overused words and phrases, etc. That's yellow. So that comes down to any spelling or grammatical errors, overused words that I notice or that I pick up on. And the last one is quotes. It's green. I use green for things that I find that are quote worthy. The next thing is the number of books that I have. So I fought with myself for a long time about this, trying to figure out whether or not I should annotate my books, because I thought to myself, well, I have some books that I really love, and I don't want to ruin them by annotating them. So you can see, if I like a book, I will buy 3 copies of the book. So I will have a pristine paperback, so a non-annotated, clean paperback, a pristine hardcover, same thing, no annotations, and those are just for reading, for my reading pleasure. And then I will also have my annotated paperback. If I don't like the book, I will still buy one old dinged up paperback copy specifically to use for annotating purposes, so that when I go back to do a review of the book on my channel, then it's really easy to do. That's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye!